Potential client just asked me for help with weight loss using hypnosis, and this is not my niche. I don't know if I can do it. What to do? Great question. And so this is pretty cool that you have attracted this person, even though they're not your niche. And so if a client approaches you and it's not a niche that you normally work with, I'm going to talk about two very distinct things to really consider before taking a client on. And, I mean, the example that we used was weight loss. Say it's something else like um, PTSD or something like that. First of all, you get to make the call. It is your business. It is your therapeutic service, and it is really your practice on the line, right? To see if you would be comfortable enough to take a certain client on. So that's really the first thing that I want to think about. I want to ask myself, okay, so a client says this. Do I even have the capabilities or know how to refer and know what boundary to set and how I know whether or not I can truly help this client? And this is why, with something like hypnosis, especially if you're growing your business, it is important to talk to that potential client first instead of them just booking through your slate, because you really never know. I'm sure you've had clients before where they go into the session and you're like, shit, there are some things that I didn't know about. I thought I was just doing like a basic session on confidence, but a lot of other things came up because that's just how it is, right? It's not, we're living through symptoms. Lack of confidence in putting yourself out there, in going on live or on video, is a symptom of something deeper underlying. And so really also thinking about that to enter the second question, um, to answer the question in a bit different frame in a little bit later. What our clients tell us are pretty much just symptoms. So that's what you want to think about. But first off, the most important thing really is that, do you think you'll have the resources to refer them to moving forward if in case it's too complicated, right? For the question that was asked, weight loss, do you have any health training or experiences to help with them with nutrition or exercise, etc.? Or is this client coming to you more for the mindset and the emotional part of weight loss? If so, then setting boundaries with that client is obviously going to be very, very important. If the client, does not know how to exercise, does not know how to find the nutrition that is best for them, has really poor sleep, and you don't specialize in that, really consider that and think about that. And because if a client's coming to you for weight loss and they don't know the logical things to do, the conscious things to do, it doesn't matter how how much hypnosis you give them. It's not going to help for the long term. It might help them with the emotional part of it, which might be very, very, very important for them, probably more important than the other part. But if being clear with your client as to what you can help and cannot help with the ideal situation is definitely something to consider. And so fast forward, um, you've done the call with the client and they're like, yeah, I already know how to eat. I know everything. Like I've done I've even done this before. I'm already working with a coach. I'm working with a personal trainer. I'm doing all of these things, but they're still not able to lose weight. And they have this feeling that there's something else going on, that there's maybe something emotional or mental going on with regards to the problem. Then definitely see if you can help with your hypnosis skills. And if you decide that you do, the really the biggest main thing, even though it's not your niche, really um, look at it as a symptom, right? Them doing everything, but still not being able to get the weight loss or the result is a symptom of an underlying problem. Maybe they are holding on to something else that is emotional. Um, that's stored within their bodies that is stopping them. And if for hypnosis that's what you can help them with, then then great. But really thinking about the fact that lack of weight loss or not being able to lose weight, even though they're sticking to the plan already, is a symptom, right? Just think about that. And it's the same thing that you would do with whatever niche you're in. You're really taking your client's symptom and digging in deep, right? It's not the weight loss that you're going to fix. You're going to fix something else. And by having this that method and mentality, this is what we teach all of our advanced conversational hypnosis students. Your clients are telling you symptoms. Lack of weight loss or weight gain is a symptom, right? Not being able to start a business is a symptom. Not being able to go on a Facebook live or a live is a symptom. Not being able to post on social media, even though they want to for their business. Not being able to sell are symptoms. There is something that is driving those symptoms. Physically just live through the symptoms, but the driver is something that is unconscious to us at this time. And it is up to us to really discover what that driver is that drives that symptom to happen. Because once we get to the root, once we investigate the root, then symptom will cease to exist eventually. And so that's really how you want to think about your client sessions moving forward. That's really how you want to think about taking on new clients. Even though my niche was clients who want to either improve their relationship, but really most of my clients were clients who just had recently ended a long-term relationship um, of any means. So that was the symptom, them being able to heal or having a hard time healing, having a hard time coming to terms with a breakup, having trouble moving on. Those were just symptoms of what is underlying. And so by being able to investigate that, that helps them to move on and do the things that they were not able to do before this major event happened in their life. It wasn't really fixing like that the relationship ended or that the relationship is messy. I help them to change their internal process so that they were able to deal with the current issues and challenges that they were having in their daily life, that would help them to continue moving forward instead of. And so when you think about your sessions that way, it's going to be, you already have the skills, right? You were already trained to have that skill, but just reminding yourself every time that what my client's telling me is a symptom. It's just a symptom. I'm not really helping them with that. And so I hope this helped. If you have any questions at all, let me know, and I will see you soon.